Back in January at our annual meeting, I challenged our Southern volunteers to go out and make a difference locally, because we know that that is exactly where growth occurs, at our local levels. So I would just like to encourage everybody to remember that the ball is in our court and we need to work locally to grow the sport.
So one moment that really stands out to me in 2019 as a volunteer was associated with our Alabama Open Wheelchair Tennis Tournament. One of the parents pulled me aside and told me that they would have paid any amount of money to bring their kid to this event because it was the first time they had ever played another junior of their age with a disability. And so it was pretty impactful, something I take for granted as an able-bodied player. I could play a tournament against people my age and my level anytime, whereas this was the first experience they've ever had. So it's really made an impact on me and our community.
So this is the third year that we're having the mixed doubles sectionals here in Arkansas. We've really enjoyed it, and we've really enjoyed having all the players throughout the South come to Little Rock when so many of our tournaments are in the central part of the section or the eastern part of the section. So we really enjoyed being able to have all the folks come to Little Rock, and most of whom have never been to Little Rock or Arkansas at all. The neatest thing for me is volunteering from a league standpoint. I get to meet not only league committee members but league players, and then finishing up my term as Arkansas president, also getting to meet other volunteers in other areas of tennis.
Was a lead faculty coach for the USTA Tennessee camp in Knoxville at the early developmental camp, and the theme of the camp was taking control of the point. So they were being taught how to play aggressive. They were supposed to execute taking control of the point in their play, and then go to Knoxville Challenger and see professional players do that exact same thing. So it was a great inspiration for the kids.
You know, everybody says this, so it's going to sound a little cliche, but it's the connections. You know, I am blessed to be the coordinator for the Lexington Drop Shots, which is our adult social play, and I have gotten a few of those players involved in USTA leagues. I randomly show up at their matches here and there, and to get a message 2 days after their match saying, "Oh my gosh, thank you for showing up, that was great," that's what it means for me. It's those moments of truly knowing that I've made a difference in somebody's life. We have to be uncomfortable and willing to go out to a stranger in a store and say, "Hey, come play with me," or "Come play with my friends," or "Get your friends together," right? It's truly in our court as volunteers to be willing to go out and truly bring other people in, and I love that.
During 2019, the activity that I've been involved with that I really enjoyed and had the most impact for me was the Hattle Wheel Tennis Tournament. And inside that tournament, we have a separate up-down division where wheelchair athletes play with able-bodied athletes in doubles competition throughout the weekend. We have a great time. In fact, that's the competition I enjoy playing the most.
We currently serve about 50 kids on a Saturday morning. We've just picked up a new school that wanted to start a program through our efforts, and we are very pleased with the outcome, and we would like to continually grow and become a more sustainable program for the future of Greenville and the children of Greenville and surrounding areas.
Anytime there was an opportunity for me to do something that was volunteering, I said yes. Basically, the players wanted the rules. They wanted things that were clear, that they knew what they could do and what they could not do. But the main thing that league tennis did for me was to create long-lasting friendships. It's just been wonderful for me. I can't imagine what my life would have been like without it.
And I got involved with Southern, and I was lucky enough to become a volunteer at National leading the CTA committee. I led that committee for 4 years, was on it for 10. So when I was president of Southern, we developed 2 programs called Play It Forward and Build It Forward. Play It Forward, we offer grants to anyone that comes up with a great idea of how they can grow tennis. Tennis is local, and it takes a combination of volunteers and staff working in harmony to make tennis grow.
I love getting new people on the court. It's
it's like when kids start kindergarten, they're like sponges and you can teach them anything and they learn it. And so I have loved promoting tennis for beginner players and getting new people, because I didn't start until I was in my 30s. So I love getting new adults on the court.
In 2019, a program goal for me, in coordination with this being the 50th anniversary of the NJTL program within the USTA, was to help support and identify communities that could benefit from the partnership with the USTA. Our team, led by Kim Wilson and Michael Chamberlain, has done a fantastic job. It's been a privilege for me to observe and support their efforts in growing the NJTL program within our state.